Welcome in everybody to Red, White, and Bills. This is Sean and Brett for NFL Weekly Picks Week 2. We're going to do something different today. Usually we go kind of in depth with each game, but we've both been doing videos all day. This is 11 o'clock at night on Wednesday. So I'll be posting this right after we record it. So you'll be seeing it either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And we're just going to run through them. I'll quickly talk about our records. Brett went 10-5 last week. I went 8-7. None of us got our upset of the week, but it's a tight race. So again, I'm not even going to introduce Brett. I'm just going to, you guys know him by now. We're going to go right into it. We got Bills, Dolphins, Thursday Night Football. I got Bills winning in a good, hard fought division rival matchup, and it's going to be within 6 points. Who do you got? I'm assuming the Bills, right?
Well, I mean, obviously we've been doing our shows this week, and I got the Bills winning this one 27-21. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win this one. Click on over to our game preview shows. I have mine on Go Bills Podcast. Sean's is on Red, White, and Bills. Click on over to those shows that we did.
Awesome. And we did ours on Red, White, and Ruthless show for Nickel City Mafia. So that was my pregame. I didn't do it on my channel this week because we ran out of time with meeting with all some Dolphins friends, doing some videos. But all right, we got Saints at Cowboys. I got the Cowboys winning this game. The Saints played well last week, but the Cowboys are a way better team, and I think the Saints just got a little bit lucky playing the Panthers. So who you got?
Yeah, the Saints put up 47 points on the Panthers last week. But those Dallas Cowboys, man, their defense is looking incredible. I think they're going to put up a lot of points. They played very well against the Cleveland Browns in week 1. I just think that Dallas, especially with all the issues being put past them with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb's contracts now done, they're going to put up some points there and win the game.
All right, then we got Raiders at Baltimore. I got the Ravens. They're a way better football team, coming off a loss with a lot of rest. I think they're going to dominate.
Yeah, the Ravens looked good in week 1. The only issue for me, Mark Andrews, I drafted him in fantasy, struggled in this week. He was a fantasy dud, but Isaiah Likely put up some points for the number 1 tight end position. They got that 12 personnel that they can run. I think Baltimore is going to win it.
Then we got the Giants at the Commanders. Giants look like trash as usual. Commanders had a little bit of life, but got blown out too. But I'm going to go with the Commanders at home here.
Yeah, this is the game. I mean, you look at what both teams need, and the Commanders need to put up some points. They also need to get some wins, but the Giants do as well. I personally think that this game is going to be the Giants winning this one. Daniel Jones needs to show that he is a capable quarterback in the NFL. This is going to be my ups. I'll probably make this my upset of the week, but I might give you another one in there. I'm going to semi-pencil it in as upset of the week for the Giants.
All right. Then we got Chargers at Panthers. I went with the Panthers week 1 because I thought, they made some changes on the offensive line. They might be good, but I'm going back to not picking them until they prove otherwise. So Chargers winning this one.
Yeah, I have the Chargers winning this one as well. Jim Harbaugh is going to take this team and turn them around, in my opinion. I think they look pretty good. They have an easy schedule this year, but I think definitely that the Chargers are going to win this one.
And then we got Colts at Packers. Packers don't have Jordan Love. Colts looked pretty good against the Texans. I'm going to have the Colts winning this game, going to Green Bay.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it's going to be the same old, Sean. I mean, I'm going to be going with you on most of these games this week. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a lot of upsets. I just think with Malik Willis not understanding this offense, they're going to struggle. And the Packers don't have a very good defense right now. I think that Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor are going to get the ball going early and often in this game. And there's a lot of weapons on that Indianapolis Colts offense. So I'm going to take the Colts to win this one.
And we got Niners at Vikings. Vikings had a pretty good week 1, but the Niners showed that they're one of the best teams in the NFL, mollywopping the Jets. So I see the Niners doing the same to the Vikings.
Yeah, this is the game I'm going to say this right now. I don't think that Christian McCaffrey is going to play in this one, upsetting for people that took him number 1 overall in fantasy football. But Jordan Mason has done a great job of holding command of everything. I'm taking the 49ers to win this one.
Then we got Browns at Jags. The Browns got destroyed, but the Jags lost a disappointing game that they probably could have won if they held on to the football, and they choked it out in the end to a better football team, the Miami Dolphins. I got the Jags rebounding at home and winning against the Browns.
Yeah, this is a game. I mean, both teams, obviously the Jaguars should have won that game, but the Cleveland Browns, I mean, they're just a dumpster fire right now. They're struggling, especially with Deshaun Watson. They don't really know what they're going to do at that quarterback position. And I'm telling you, they're losing control of that locker room already. Early and often, they've lost control of it. Nobody believes in Deshaun Watson right now. Give me the Jaguars to win this one as well.
Yeah, it sucks because the Browns seem like they could be a good team. But
yeah,
then we got Seahawks at Pats, the Patriots. They both had pretty good wins. Still, I haven't seen it a whole lot from the Patriots in the last couple of years to have faith continuously. So I'm going with the Seahawks here. I think the Seahawks have a great offensive line, and Kenneth Walker, hopefully he plays, but they still got DK Metcalf and JSN. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks here.
Yeah, this is a tough task for the New England Patriots to go across the actually, I'm sorry, they're playing at home.
Yeah, so it's in New England, yeah.
So it's in New England. This is a game, I mean, I'm sorry, guys, I got it wrong because I thought it was in Seattle. But this is the game where going across the United States kind of intrigues me to take New England in this one, especially at home in front of a hometown crowd. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna take New England. I'm gonna be bold in this one, and I'm gonna take New England. And man, I don't know if I want to pencil that in as my upset of the week, but risk 2 points on that one.
Oh, you picked the Giants. So I mean, either way, it's a good.
I'll decide at the end.
It'll be fine. And then Jets at Titans. Titans were winning for most of the game against the Bears, and they threw that game away. They gave it away to them. Gave up two touchdowns on one on special teams, one a pick six. The Jets obviously looked horrible, but what's good for them is Will Levis isn't a well-seasoned quarterback, so even the Jets' overrated defense will be able to stop him, and they'll win the game. It'll probably be a crappy game, but the Jets will win.
Yeah, I think the Jets need to bounce back this week. I'm going to give them a win. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, like I said, this is not going to be anything exciting that you're going to see right now. I'm going to probably agree with Sean on a lot of these games, but give me the Jets to win this one.
And you got Bucks at Lions, two teams that had a good week one. The Bucks did lose 4 of their 5 defensive backs starters last week, so probably going to be rough for them. But Baker Mayfield looked good. He's up with Josh Allen and Sam Darnold in the MVP conversation, and Pat Mahomes after week one. But I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions as well. I think that they're one of the best teams in the NFL. They looked really good, and they can run the ball. They can pass the ball. It doesn't matter what they do. They have some big weapons out there. Jameson Williams finally coming into his own as well. But give me the Lions to win this one.
Then you got the Rams at the Cardinals. Cardinals at home. Rams lost Puka Nacua, their left tackle, and Steve Villa, their left guard. And I think the Cardinals are going to win. I think that it's a division game. I think the Cardinals were competitive last year. They're competitive so far this year. Kyler Murray's back. Gannon's a good offensive mind. I think the Cardinals will squeak this one out because the Rams are missing some players.
Yeah, the Rams are missing a lot of players. They do have Cooper Kupp that can keep them going. They are missing some guys on defense as well. Obviously, Aaron Donald not being there this season and retiring. I'm going to agree with you, Sean, and take the Arizona Cardinals. But don't get me wrong, this is going to be a close game, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams won it, though.
Yeah, I agree. And then you got Pittsburgh at Denver. Pittsburgh always seems to find a way to win games. Like even they're not that great, but they still win football games. And they got an easy matchup with the Denver Broncos. Start 2-0. So yeah, Denver with a rookie quarterback, man, it's gonna be tough sledding for them. So I got Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this is the game I kind of go back and forth on, depending on who's in at quarterback, because obviously if Russell Wilson does come back, then Justin Fields is going to be off the field. And part of me wants to say Denver in this game, but I do think that Russell Wilson does have this game as a win, and he's penciled it in. He wants to start, so I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers to win this one with Russell Wilson's comeback.
Nice. And then you got the Bengals at the Chiefs. Bengals looked absolutely horrible, and they've been horrible in the first few weeks of the last couple of years, which I should have remembered week one. I shouldn't have picked them, but I thought so bad of the Patriots that they, even how bad the Bengals are to start, they wouldn't lose that game. But the Chiefs are going to probably beat them by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think that the Chiefs, I mean, obviously they're one of the best teams in the NFL as well as the Detroit Lions. But I definitely have the Chiefs winning this one. I think they're going to put up a lot of points, especially at home. In Arrowhead, it's going to be difficult for Burrow to get a win there. Even though he's done it a couple of times, Patrick Mahomes knows that Joe Burrow has had his number, and he's going to go out there and he's going to put up a lot of points with some new receivers, with Rashee Rice as well as Xavier Worthy out there. They're going to put up some points, and they're going to make this very difficult for Joe Burrow to come back in.
Love it. And then you got Bears at Texans, and that's my upset of the week is the Bears beating the Texans. I think you saw, kind of bad performance for the Bears offense week one. I think they'll be better week two, and I was pretty high on their defense and special teams this year. So, I even picked them in fantasy. They got me like 50 points. So I think that they'll give the Texans some trouble, and I think the Bears will come out with a good win.
Yeah, Sean. This is the game. I mean, it really comes down to Caleb Williams. Can he pull it off? He didn't do it very much last week. The defense pretty much kept them in the games of special teams as well as defense. For me, I mean, just punt the ball on first down and give it to Caleb Williams, and you'll win the game. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Just don't even let the Chicago Bears defense out there on the field. I'm going to take the Houston Texans to win this game. They have a lot of weapons out there, Nico Collins as well as Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. This is the game where I think that they'll get a win.
And then we got Falcons at Eagles. I'm not high on the Eagles that as much as most people, but the Falcons didn't show me anything. They were let down week one. I thought they'd be a lot better coming out the gate. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles to wrap it up.
Yeah, the Eagles for me, they're gonna win this one. I think that Saquon Barkley looked incredible in week one. They're gonna give the ball to him quite often. They're gonna utilize the zone read that they want to run with Jalen Hurts, and it's going to be one of those games where it's not going to be close.
Love it. So we'll see where we rank after week two. You got the Giants upsetting the Commanders, which again isn't really that much of an upset, but
you told me what my upset of the week is going to be. I gave you two.
Well, I decided for you.
Okay, you can take it.
Well, you wanted the Patriots?
I'm debating on going bold and saying Patriots start off 2-0.
Okay. All right. We'll go with the Patriots as the upset.
I'll go Patriots.
But all right. Well, he's 10-5. I'm 8-7. So we'll see. And thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to Go Bills Podcast, Red, White, and Bills. And let us know if you preferred this quicker version of weekly picks. Maybe we can adjust. And because it was a short week, I know Brett wanted to add in other things, but we'll do that next week because it was just too little time going on. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next time, and Go Bills.